Hello my sewing friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're seeing my face for the first time, my name is Chiji Stitches, and on this channel I share sewing tutorials, pattern drafting, DIYs, tricks and tips, behind the scene vlog of what's going on in my life. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell to be updated anytime we post a new video. And today's video, we're talking about basic sewing tips for beginners. I tag it Sewing 101. Let's get right into the video. Hi, welcome back. Like I said, today's tutorial, today's topic, let's just say today's discussion is about basic sewing tips for beginners. So I have some tips that I have jotted down here for us to discuss about. I found out that a lot of beginners find it difficult sometimes in sewing, starting up their journey. So there are some basic tips that I'll just put out there for you guys to know about and practice in your day-to-day activity when sewing. So number one is the joining allowance. When drafting or sewing your outfit, we have a joining allowance, and joining allowance is usually 0.5 inches. It shouldn't be anything less than that or above that. 0.5 is the allowance for joining. Then we have the side seam allowance. Side seam allowance is usually from 1 inch or 2 inches and above. Maximum, I would say you should just have like 2 inches or 2.5 inches as a beginner. And then after that, you can now trim, you weave and you join your pieces together, but please do use 1 inch to 2.5 inches. Then number three, always make sure not to add so much allowance even if your client asks for it, to avoid your garment looking too bulky at the side. No matter how your client asks for so much and so much allowance, you should be able to know the kind of allowance that your client should have in the garment. One, so that your outfit will not be too bulky or too tacky. We don't wear a garment, we don't wear an outfit for the rest of our lives. We can only wear it for some while. After that, we can dispose that or we can dash it out. So please always try to avoid too much allowances in your outfit. Number four, remember to always change your sewing needle after a bulky project. Whenever you have sewn bulky projects, like bulky outfits, you've been sewing from, say, from Monday to Saturday, please always try to change your sewing needles, because this actually helps your sewing journey to avoid any issues that may come up. Number five, do not forget to oil your machine before you start your project. If it's a domestic or manual sewing machine, apply the oil at the proper parts that it's supposed to be applied on. That is, oil the parts of the sewing machine. So in my subsequent video, I'm going to talk about sewing machines, types of sewing machines, the type of sewing machine you will want, type of sewing machine that you need as a beginner, and all that. So stay tuned for that video. So if it's your industrial sewing machine, just check your oil tank, make sure that your oil is up to gauge and all that. So number six, make sure to always clean your sewing machine. To eliminate dust, I suggest that you cover your sewing machine when not in use. When not in use, when you're not using your sewing machine, try to use a cover cloth to cover the sewing machine, especially if it is situated where there is a window. That is, because know how there's going to be breeze blowing into your apartment or stuff, so you have to always cover your sewing machine to avoid dust, whereby dust going into all those parts, and it has oil to everything clumping up together and forming different kinds of issue for you. You don't want that. So always cover your sewing machine. Just like cleaning, always do a maintenance for your sewing machine from time to time. I always advise that. Please always do a maintenance for your machine. If you can't do maintenance for your machine, you can also call an expert, people that are professionals in all this thing. They'll come check your sewing machine, they'll do servicing for you and know some things that they need to change so that your sewing machine can work well and serve you well. You can always try out with a sewing pattern. That's pattern paper, cardboard. In case of any mistake, you can correct before applying on your fabric. Yes, I have a video. I'm going to link that in the comment section. You should go and watch that. That is my basic tools for sewing for beginners. So to avoid mistakes in sewing, I always advise that we use a pattern paper. It helps us eliminate mistakes. No matter how much mistakes you're going to make on a pattern paper, once you've gotten a hack or gotten a trick to it, it will help you before you transfer into your fabric. Because whenever you transfer on your fabric and you cut, there is no going back. Then always test run your stitches before sewing. When you finish your maintenance and everything, I would advise you get a piece of cloth, you put it under your sewing machine where you stitch, and you test run your stitches before you start sewing any major project. It's very useful. Take your time when stitching as a beginner to ensure clean and professional stitches. Do not rush. Oh God, I'm trying to rush. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want them to say no. Take your time when sewing. Enjoy it. You can put on the music, get to a ventilated area, have your water, have everything you need. You could take your time. Just take your time and stitch to come out clean and professional. Use tools if you have them. It can help you a lot when drafting, especially to get curve lines. I advise that you use tools. You should also invest in getting sewing tools. Please do go and watch that video because it has a lot of tools that you need to get as a beginner. Get tools. It helps a lot for you to get a perfect drafting, a perfect curve and lines. Make sure when sewing, always iron. It is the most important tip in sewing. This helps to give the project this neat and professional outcome. Now, when you're sewing, when you have drafted all your pieces and you're trying to put them together to form an outfit, always make sure to sew. Whenever there's a curving line, always notch and what do they call it? Iron. Please always iron your outfit. Once you've ironed your outfit and you have made it into a garment, put it on your mannequin and you would see the beauty from when you don't iron. If you don't iron, do that and see the outcome. Then you do another one again and iron, you will see the outcome and you will know that ironing is the best tip and trick for you in sewing. At intervals, learn to take a break, stretch your legs, arms and body. At intervals of sewing, when you notice that you've sat down up to like 30 minutes, 1 hour still sewing an outfit, please try to always stand up, move around, stretch your body at least to ease the tension and ease the stress. Take fluids at intervals. It helps you make sure to have food in your system. Yes, take water, take fruit juice, take fruit. You can go and eat your food to get strength to sew. The body doesn't work well without food. It's just like a vehicle without petrol. It can't move. There are different types of needles for various types of fabric. There are different types of needles and sizes, types and everything. We're going to talk about that too in some video coming up. So always learn to know the types of needles that are there for fabrics and use them. When you're doing a bulky project, you know there are bulk needles that are essential for that bulky project. Do not be scared when cutting a fabric. Do not be scared when cutting a fabric. Just be attentive and focus on what you are doing. It's okay to make mistake. That doesn't make you a failure, but it makes you better and a step ahead. It's okay to actually make mistakes when you are sewing, but that doesn't make you a failure. It can only improve and make you more better. Even professionals do make mistakes, but it is how they put everything together that makes it a style and makes it a fashion trend. Like I said earlier, learn to take breaks. Take your time. It is not a race. Lie, it is never a race. Take your time. Patterns can be manipulated. Also know that, yes, a pattern can be manipulated. You can manipulate patterns. That is the beauty of pattern drafting. know how to take accurate body measurements. I'm going to also link that video in the comment section. You will see I have a video of how to take body measurements. It's going to be very helpful for you as a beginner. Pinning is the most important, just as ironing. After ironing, I tag pinning the second, because when sewing an outfit, you need to learn how to pin. Pinning helps you have a clean work. It helps you do everything with ease, no stress at all. My cloth is not aligning, the sides are not aligning. Pinning helps you a lot. Start with simple projects as a beginner for now. Diving into more complex projects, I don't advise that. You can start off as with tote bags, kimonos, simple outfit DIYs for a beginner. I'm going to do a video of some basic DIY projects that a beginner you should know how to do, and you should learn how to do them. It will help you a lot. Don't go into complex projects when you're just starting. And the last one, trust the process, believe in yourself, take your time, and watch the magic you will create with your hands. So my dear lovely sewing beginners, please take your time and always believe in yourself. You can do this, and watch how you would grow. So don't worry, get ready, fasten your seatbelt. More tutorials are coming up. See you in my next tutorial. Do not forget to like, subscribe, turn on your notification bell to be updated whenever we post a new video. Signing out. Bye.